or a no, and which no we forced to become a yes. Meaning that it's not about him, it's about us. That's why I'm confident enough that yes, we are going to win 75%.
So it's you from the NRM and the grassroots who are asking President Museveni to remain in power?
Yeah.
What did you say when he first came to power in 1986? He came out and he said African leaders should not overstay their welcome. Why is he still in power? It's 40 years later.
Yes, when he came by that time, when you calculate the percentage of people by that time, the numbers as per the statistics were limited. Now, we created a growth, of which growth people are giving birth, the numbers are overwhelming. When the numbers are overwhelming, you have to set a pace of which, how am I leaving these people? Who is going to cater for? As my initiative live to its full expectation, or it's going to remain hanging in balance? He said he's not coming back. We said, we, the grandchildren of this nation, we said he has to come back. Cater for us as a father, as a grandfather, as someone who feels empathy for us. Now I'm talking about for us, not for him. You either have, you're subject to agree or disagree, but he had no choice. Wherever Kyagulanyi has gone, there isn't any rally that has been sabotaged by the system or by the police, unless if there is terminating of struggle in the society and in that particular area that is going to create death, that is causing abnormalities that don't exist. That's when the security comes in. Because as per the law, all candidates contesting for president, not even Kyagulanyi alone, we have many candidates contesting, they are given security. And the police is there to keep and maintain law and order. So if you go out of hand, you expect the government to just look on as people die, they have automatically to intervene. But I've not seen, and I've been there. I was once moving around where I stay. They came to our area, that is in Chanja. I saw what was happening because I was on the road. They started snatching away people's phones, breaking people's shops. That's when the police, we were forced to call the police because police wasn't there. And people were, so let us not look at one side, let us look at all sides. The other side of the coin, what does it say? And doesn't show that the country is not peaceful. No. I can't intervene and I can't say or comment about what really happened because I wasn't there as a witness. But I can't say because a police officer shot someone that it's the president that gave the instruction, and that doesn't mean that the country has no peace. They had to shut down the internet because of the misinformation from different stakeholders. I won't only say with the opposition, but even us in NRM, because we are not only having the president contesting, we are also having MPs that are supposed to be voted on that particular date. So if MPs are going to be voted, of which we have independent leaning in the same government, and we have the opposition, and in between there is a war. Like an example, Trump was contesting. I saw it was a blues high. So if America had that, and you expect Uganda to be that innocent of whatever is happening during the campaigns, no, because here everyone is subject to ensuring people understand their concept. I mean the manifesto. And they are in to showcase and play up their e-game to the fullest so that all the people understand it in whatever way. The TVs are on, the radio stations are on. We have observers on the ground. We have observers on the ground, internationally, locally, whatsoever. All these media houses are going to be on the ground. But I've witnessed this during by-elections myself. Before even they announce, someone has already given us results, fake results. Their interception of results to show the public that so and so has won. Yet in the actual sense, what is on ground is far different. So you create hope within people that doesn't exist. And by creating that, what is best during this time? For us now, we are focused on increasing awareness through the radio stations and what that are going to publicize until we wait for the official announcements. But to avoid tarnishing struggle in society, misinformation, misguidance, creating concocted human intelligence that doesn't exist for any government, even if I was the president, even if I was contesting, because for me I'm not a politician, I would have done that to avoid, because whatever misconception, whatever misinterpretation can create a serious disaster in a country. So by so doing, yes, for me I'm in support, because I've witnessed this happen, not for president, but just for even mere LC5. Someone can give you results, they intercept, they interchange. President, I know the president is calling for unity. He has created a more unifying factor for all Ugandans to embrace the programs, to embrace. We don't have children, and we don't have that these are children and these are for my step, because the president doesn't only rule NRMs. He is for all of us. And by being for all of us, he has been bringing all people on board. That's why you see we have women as vice presidents. We have a speaker who is a woman. You see a Muslim who is a deputy prime minister. You see a Catholic who is a prime minister. You see a Muslim. You see a Muslim who is in another top position. Are you getting my point? And you find that the Speaker of Parliament is a TESO. The vice president, the vice president is also from the east. Not from Ankole, because the president is from Western. I've not seen a vice president who is a Western. So by saying creating more tribalism and what, it is Kyagulanyi creating tribalism, because when he arrived in Luwelo, that is the central point of Buganda where the war took place, he was telling people that, you see, you people, you Uganda don't vote for what? For Museveni. By doing that, you're creating tribalism. Yet he himself got married to a Westerner, and he is busy preaching the gospel of what? Of tribalism within people. But I've seen His Excellency creating unity by calling upon, because when you watch the rate of stakeholders manning the country, SEC is represented by Western, Eastern, Northern. They are all on board. We have an IGP who is from the West. Are you getting it?
I am getting it.
We have IGP who is the police from the West. The one from external security is not from the West, is from East, Northeast, around there. So I want you to help me understand the word tribalism, because if all stakeholders are being brought on board, then can we call that being tribalistic or?
Fair enough. I think it was meant more in terms of the ethnic division. Is it going to run in 2031?
In 20 what?
2031, next election.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as long as the youth are still yearning, because now we are trying to up our e-game to productivity. But if we feel like our manifesto hasn't lived to its full expectations, through the developing the culture of entrepreneurship in youth and women, boosting micro-agricultural production and processing, industrialization, to give us more jobs, then we shall still demand him. Unless if he avails us with all that, then the stability will be at ease. It's a way to go. Yes, Jaja, good exit. But if not, please, we are still demanding, and we need this.
And no one else can do the job, despite the fact that 1 in 6 Ugandans are still in poverty. Your unemployment rate among young people is at 40%. The country is perhaps not doing quite as well under him as it could be, and you still think he is the man for the job.
At least for this term, I'm rest assured that a percentage is tackled, and we are talking about creating those avenues like parish development model. We have a Miyoga that deals with circles. We have created more empowerment. That's what I was trying to tell you about. Developing the culture of entrepreneurship in youth and women. Then we are looking at the infrastructure that was at 10%. Now we have raised it to 69%. Then we are looking at the hospitals, the health sector. If we talk about the health sector that was at 5% before he came into power, it raised to 20%. As time went on, now we at 74%. Then we look at the employment system. Besides the government, the Ministry of Labor that has failed to avail us with jobs, but we have managed to curtail it through industrialization, through skilling, and through self-empowerment, and creating more programs to curb the poverty. But it's not only Uganda that is poor, because I was once in America, I was once in France, still people are thinking in poverty. So what can we call that when they have re-elections throughout after a certain term of years? Poverty can't be eradicated, but it can be curtailed to a percentage that satisfies people of that particular state to earn a living, to be in position to pay for fees for the education of their children, then managing payments of a good living and extra.